Your body produces a class of molecules called heat shock proteins in response to thermal stress, and the name undersells what they do. Heat shock proteins function as molecular chaperones. Their job is to find proteins that have misfolded, lost their three-dimensional structure, or begun to aggregate, and either refold them into the correct shape or tag them for degradation and recycling. Hi, I'm Heather, and I build longevity protocols where biological system science meets the source code reality. Protein aggregation is one of the central features of aging and neurodegenerative disease. Misfolded proteins clump into plaques and tangles in Alzheimer's disease, accumulate in Parkinson's, and build up in tissues throughout the body as the quality control systems slow with age. Heat shock proteins, particularly HSP70 and HSP90, are part of the cellular machinery that prevents this accumulation. Sauna use at 174 degrees Fahrenheit or higher for 20 minutes or more activates this response. A Finnish longitudinal study following over 2,300 men for 20 years found that those using a sauna for 4 to 7 times per week had a 40% reduction in all-cause mortality compared to those using it only once per week. Cardiovascular death risk dropped by 50%. Alzheimer's and dementia risk dropped by 65%. These were not small effect sizes, and they held after adjusting for exercise, socioeconomic status, and other confounders. The heat also triggers a massive release of growth hormone, increases blood flow to skeletal muscle and skin, stimulates endorphin production, and creates a cardiovascular demand roughly equivalent to moderate exercise. Heart rate rises, cardiac output increases, blood vessels dilate, and the cardiovascular system is trained by the stress without any mechanical load on the joints. The protocol is 20 minutes at temperatures hot enough that staying in requires effort, 4 or more sessions per week, with the cooling period afterward counted as part of the intervention rather than just recovery from it. The molecular chaperones do their work under the temperature stress, and the adaptations consolidate during the descent.